Welcome to the Health Revolution, the show that leads you to a life of vibrant well-being. In a world full of noisy health trends, we bring you clarity through a sea of fads. We reveal the science behind the strategies that truly work. We explore physical strength, emotional resilience, and mental mastery, the keys to an enriched life. See inspiring interviews with the champions who've conquered life's challenges. Are you ready to unlock your potential to live with vitality and purpose? Then join the Health Revolution. I'm your host, Adriana Morrison, health and fitness expert, speaker, and a mom who understands. Let's embark on this transformative quest together. If you want to change the game, it all starts now. Welcome, everybody, to the Health Revolution. We're excited that you're joining us today. I'm your host, Adriana Morrison, and no matter which way you're tuning into us, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. We want to stay connected to you. Also, at the bottom of your screen, there's a tab for show episode notes. Take note of that because there's some important information about today's episode. Today, we are talking about transforming fitness through BFR. And what does that mean? This is blood flow restriction. A lot of people likely don't know much about this, but we are about to get our learning on today. I'm excited about our guests that we're going to speak to because there's a lot to cover, including some demos and some exciting little pieces about our interview today. First, take a look at this. Meet Dr. Mike DeBord, a former chiropractor with 15 years of experience running his own chiropractic and performance center. Dr. Mike discovered the life-changing benefits of blood flow restriction training in 2014. Inspired by his personal transformation and the impact on others, he founded B3 Sciences in 2019 to revolutionize exercise and fitness. Internationally recognized as a leading expert in BFR, Dr. Mike brings over 9 years of hands-on experience, extensive research, and a deep understanding of the industry. He has trained countless health professionals, athletes, and trainers while consulting with teams at every level, from high school to the pros. Today, we will learn how BFR training is changing the way we approach health, fitness, and performance. Dr. Mike DeBord, welcome to the show.
Hey, it's great to be here.
I'm excited that you're joining us today, and there's so much to go into. First of all, for our audience, BFR, talk to us about what it stands for, what it means, why it's changing the game.
Well, BFR is blood flow restriction training. Now, that word might sound a little scary, but it's actually incredibly safe. It was a technology that was stumbled upon in Japan back in the 60s, and it took Dr. Sato, who developed it, about 30 or 40 years to figure it out. Fast forward, we found it in the Japanese Olympic athletes, brought it to the United States, and our athletes loved it. And now, we're going to talk about today how it is a new way to exercise for anybody, whether you're 4 or 5 years old, somebody just starting, or 80, 90 years old, and you're trying to get some exercise, or you're an elite level or a weekend athlete. Blood flow restriction exercises you're going to learn today is completely changing how we all approach exercise.
It means what the breakdown is. What is it exactly? What's the science behind it, the framework behind the actual movement?
Well, let's talk about exercise, right? A couple scenarios. You go for a walk around the track or a light jog. Everybody knows not much is going to change, right? But those stadium stairs right next to you, what if you run up and down those? Oh, you're going to feel the burn and the fatigue, and you're going to change. Another scenario, we go to the gym and we just go through some machines or some light movements, right? Not a lot's going to change. Maybe we tone a little bit, but this is what most people have challenges with. They don't see much change. But over there with the heavy weights, that's where all the high intensity people are, and the fitness models and bodybuilders, and they're grunting and screaming. They're feeling the burn, which we're going to talk about, right? This is one of the keys to building muscle, burning fat, getting in the best shape of your life, being able to create that fatigue. Well, that's difficult. Most people don't really like it. Everybody knows what an altitude training mask is, right? Why were those trainers putting that on because it reduces oxygen, right? And you get endurance better. What if we took the altitude training mask, just put it right on the muscle? You would have what's called blood flow restriction training. The simple process of taking this flow and slowing it down. Notice my hand didn't stop moving. It's just slower. So we're bringing down how much oxygen the muscle has, like we're at altitude. Why would you want to do that? Because if the muscle has less oxygen, walking is going to feel like you're going up down those stadium stairs. Let me repeat that. Walking is going to feel like high intensity exercise. Light dumbbells, and I'll show you some exercises. Doing something real light is going to feel like you're doing a high intensity workout. So in summary, we figured out a way to biohack into your body very safely. It's fun, it's easy, and reduce 1 hour workouts down to like 10 minutes. And you can do it from anywhere. But here's the difference. You're going to get results like you trained for an hour, like you're an Olympic level athlete, an elite level athlete. And if that is true, everybody after this awesome show is going to want to try BFR with B3 Sciences.
So how much of walk me through how much time does it literally cut out of a workout from when you start to when you're preparing, and then like the time it takes to hit those moments in which you've maximized what you need from a workout, regardless of who the person is? How much time gets reduced?
Let's talk about cardio. Like people like to go for a walk, bike ride, elliptical, rower, vibration plate, 4 minutes, right? Most people, they get on for a half hour, right? Why do they stop? Well, most people stop after a half hour because they're bored or their playlist is over. In this one, at 30 seconds, and again, you're not going to be sprinting or climbing. You're just going to be doing a nice pace. You're going to feel the burn in your legs at about 30 seconds. At 3 or 4 minutes, you're done. You can't go anymore. And you just got one of the most efficient aerobic or cardio workouts. So think 4 minutes to get your cardio in. If you're going to do some strength training, and we'll talk about it. I have 3 strength training workouts I do. You're all going to have access to it. 2 upper body workouts, like one day I'll do arms, chest, chest, and back. That's about a 5 to 7 minute workout. Not 30, not 45, 5 to 7 minutes. Same thing for the lower body. So typical workouts are 6, 7 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes at the most.
And that's, for me, when you and I first talked and I thought about it, I'm like, gosh, there's no way that this could be such a small amount of time. What was it like for you when you first tried it? What was your backstory behind it? How did you come across this?
Well, at 52 years old, I was all beat up. Why? Because I lifted heavy weights for 30 years. That's what I thought we were supposed to do. That's what we all hear. No pain, no gain. Got to micro tear the muscle, right? Boy, I wish I'd have known about that. But at 52, I've already replaced 2 joints. And unlike a lot of people, it just hurts, right? And Dr. Jim Stray-Gunderson, my buddy, who's one of the top Olympic trainers in the world, who found this in Japan, calls me, says, hey, Mike, man, I know you're beat up. What if, right, in 5 to 10 minutes, you could do something light, but you would get results like you worked out for an hour? And, of course, I went, really? The same thing all of you are doing right now. But this is Dr. Jim, right? He trains Bodie Miller and Lindsey Vonn and Michaela Schifrin. So he comes over, puts the bands on my arms, and we'll show you how to do it. And over there in the corner, I got some weights. I'm all excited, and I'm like, what do I grab? He said, grab those pink ones. I'm like, come on, dude. Pink ones? The little 2, oh yeah, grab them 2-pounders. I start doing bicep curls with pink dumbbells, looking at him going, you're crazy, dude. And my jaw goes like this. I'm about 10, 12 repetitions in with the little pinkies, and my arms are getting pumped up. 3 minutes later, my arms are all pumped and swole and jacked. It felt like what I did when I was in my 20s and could go to the gym. Blew my mind. In 4 minutes, I got a crazy arm workout. And he says, oh, we're not done. Puts them on my legs, right? Now, I've got 2 joints replaced, got a lot of arthritis, so I got to be careful. And I'm like, how much weight? How much weight? He said, oh, you don't need any weight. So I start doing air squats. And I mean, I'm 30 seconds in and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. My legs are on fire like I'm squatting 200 or 300 pounds. In short, I worked out right there with him for about 8 minutes and got a full body workout. Blew my mind. And here's what happens. Your mind goes, I know what this is. This is the fatigue that I usually get at the end of the workout. But then it goes, how in the world did we get here in 5, 6, 7 minutes? And that's the breakthrough, is this dramatic improvement in the amount of time and then dramatically less load on your body. And you wake up the next day and you're all pumped up, but you're not sore. That's another one. Imagine never being sore, but changing like you're doing killer workouts all the time.
So that was the one thing that came to my mind, is like, how in the world can you not be sore afterwards? And so this is, can you explain the difference between why we have soreness when we do a workout, regardless of the modality, and it's say 30 to 50 minutes long, versus no soreness, but we're feeling that sensation as though we were at the end of a 30 to 50 minute workout, depending upon how hard we're working?
Yeah. Well, everybody do this. This is a fun one, and you do it with me, Adriana. Rub your hands together, okay? This is light exercise. The muscle fibers, they grind across each other. You could do this all day, and you're never going to create inflammation. Now let's add weight. This is what happens in the muscle. Push real hard and rub your hands together. Now keep doing that. You're going to get a blister. That's what happens in the muscle when you load it and then you contract it. Now, when you get that blister, you go, oh, look at that. And then you wake up the next day and you go, you can't move it because it's all inflamed. That's what that delayed onset muscle soreness is. So with BFR, we're going to go get the same thing, the fatigue, the lactic acid that we get from heavy weights, but we're not going to do it by overloading the muscle. We're going to trick the body, but do it with light weights so you don't get this post-exercise inflammation. And that's another mind blower, is people always ask me, I'm not sore. Are you sure I'm changing? Well, yeah. I mean, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, they're all like, this is incredible. Not only are they not sore, but most people get better results than they would if they were doing traditional exercise.
So I'm curious to ask you, you've had a few injuries, you've had a few procedures to just keep you on the up and up. Since you were first exposed to BFR, what has it been like for you dealing with the injury, or just any limitations or restrictions that you've had prior to? Have you noticed a difference in how you moved, just in daily routine functional movement?
Yeah, at 52, here's what I remember. What do we all do when we wake up in the morning? We look in the mirror, right? And I'm looking in that mirror going, I don't like this. Six pack's gone. Can't put muscle on the arms anymore. At 52, what's going on? I have low growth hormone. Once you're in your 30s, your growth hormone slows down, right? And you can't change that. So I was always sore. I wasn't sleeping good, typical 52-year-old. I want you to imagine, everyone, you go back in time 20 years, because that's what happens if you elevate growth hormone. And that's proven in science. So I went from 52 and sore and couldn't get my six-pack back, right? Didn't like the way I looked. In 30 days, I had the body I had when I was 30 years old. I elevated my growth hormone like I was 30. And here's one of my favorite things I like to say. You don't have to settle for your chronological age growth hormone. That means you're 40 or 60 or 80. You don't have to settle for that, right? You can do exercise and elevate your growth hormone and feel and start to look, like you're 20 years younger. Problem for most people, right, is the traditional way of doing it, high intensity exercise. It's just hard and it hurts, and most people can't do it. So now, we can do this light BFR exercise and imagine, how you'd feel if you went back in time 15, 20 years. Well, that's what you're going to feel like. So I'm 30 days in and my six pack's back, right? I got my arms again. I mean, it just blew my mind. Here I'm chasing this for 15 years trying to get it. And in 30 days, I was able to do BFR. I was able to tap into my growth hormone like I was an elite level athlete but I didn't have to train like one. I was able to train nice and easy with BFR.
And it's not something that we talk about these days. It's not the human growth hormone and just what are some of the, how have you been able to debunk some of the myths that maybe when people have thought about growth hormone, what are some things that we need to keep in mind about what we are capable of?
Well, let's talk about growing up. You were told to exercise every day at school, right? We didn't learn, hey, exercise once a month, exercise once a year, or maybe just do it in December, right? We already have been taught and educated. Harvard tells us, the US government tells us, right, that we need vigorous exercise. Now, why is that so important, especially when we're 30 and beyond? Because your natural growth hormone, which controls aging and metabolism, how you feel, it slows down. It's your natural release, right? So it's going to go down to here. I'm 61. You have one way to balance that out: vigorous exercise. Vigorous exercise causes a release of growth hormone. Problem, most people can't get it because they can't work out hard enough. But I want you to imagine, what if you could? What if every day or 5 or 6 days a week, you could bump that growth hormone back to where you were 20, 30 years ago, and then it stayed there? Your metabolism would go up. Ladies, you'd burn an extra 600 to 800 calories a day. Guys, 800 to 1,000. You'd start sleeping better. Your circadian rhythm would balance out for sleep, energy, vitality. Your hair, skin, nails would all look and feel better. That's what growth hormone does.
And that's obviously just, I can imagine what the long-term, what the consistency is of this. Have you, what are some surprises that you've come across since delving into this area of BFR and just forging your path with this?
Well, I knew the physical benefits were going to be there, right? When you do this, you're going to notice muscle and fat burn and toning, and you're going to feel much better physically. But the internal health side, I knew it was there, but it blew my mind. And I had read all the science. And by the way, if you go to Google Scholar and type in BFR, there's over 10,000 returns right now. There's a massive amount of research going on in the world. But what shocked me is the effects on the cardiovascular system, bone density, brain function, thyroid, blood sugar. All of these things have shown significant improvements, and it's all backed by science. I'll give you one example. When you do vigorous exercise and you feel the burn from strength training, we all know that's one way to improve bone density, right? But women who have osteoporosis, they're limited because they can't lift heavy weights. But we've actually seen women improve their bone density from 8, 10, 12, 15% by simply walking in the bands. And we've seen that on DEXA scans. That's just one of the many benefits. Look, everybody on the call knows, if you could get the perfect exercise, obviously combine it with good diet and good sleep, and you could do that on a regular basis, you know what you're going to look like, and you know what you're going to feel like. You're going to look young, and you're going to feel young. But look, we all got the same challenge. Time hurts, pain, it's too hard, right? So now, I want you to imagine, not only physically are you going to look better and feel better about yourself, but inside, the anti-aging benefits are incredible. I mean, we're talking about extending life here.
And I can't wait for us to dive further into it. Dr. Mike is going to demo for us, and we're going to get a firsthand look at what we are talking about. First, we're going to take a commercial break. Stay right there.
So in the calm bag, it has GABA, theanine, and taurine. So theanine, which is B1, which is also in our B complex, but it also helps with the stress response levels. It also helps with the neurological transmitters in our brain. Combined with the GABA, and then you add taurine to it. Taurine is a non-essential amino acid in our body, but it's found in our heart, our brain, and our eyes. So in my personal opinion, it's very essential in our lives. But taurine has a calming effect as well. When I was battling all my AFib issues, I was taking high doses of taurine because that would help with my AFib. It would help with the palpitations I was having. And it also helped with the anxiety of having the palpitations because I knew what was going on, and so taurine helps a lot with that as well. So those three together create such a wonderful concoction that just really just calms people down.
Introducing Launchpad, the perfect partner to help you launch your dream project to the world. We know that time is of the essence, and we're here to help you make the most of it. With Launchpad, you'll get access to the most advanced digital tools and strategies to take your idea from a mere concept to a fully fledged success. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur or a seasoned pro, we have everything you need to make your mark in the world. Launchpad, your ultimate launch partner.
Welcome back, everybody. We are spending some quality time today with our guest, Dr. Mike. He is the founder of B3 Sciences. It's all about transforming fitness with BFR. And we're going to get into some of the demonstrations. We're going to talk about what does this look like when we do the setup, and also how the workout transforms. So Dr. Mike, can you take us through to, you've got the setup here. What do you have? What all equipment are you using? And let's go from there.
Yep, so you're going to get, with your set of bands, you're going to get 2 arm bands and 2 leg bands, okay? You're going to get the manual pump to pump it up, and you're also going to get some exercise tubing, right? So you don't need equipment. So first of all, let me show you what is BFR, kind of from a visual, right? We have blood flowing in the arm and out of the arm. When we do BFR correctly with B3 Sciences, we're going to simply slow down this flow. Imagine slowing the flow down from about a 10 down to a 5 by simply putting a little pressure up here, kind of like you got a neoprene sleeve on. We're going to slow that down a little bit, completely safe. And why is that important? Because we're going to lower the oxygen, right? If we lower the oxygen from a 10 to a 5, you don't have to go up here at an 11, high intensity. As I'll show you, we can go do something fun and easy, exercise at a 6, and it's going to create fatigue. So let me show you how easy this is. First of all, to get them on, here's an armband. Okay, the number to pump up on the band is going to be right on the little blue pull tab. You simply slide it up your arm. And we got instructional videos we'll show you. You just Velcro it down. I'll get the right one on there. So you can see that's nice and easy to get it on. We'll show you exactly the position to put it in. Next, we're going to hook up the handheld pump. And we're going to pump up to the number on the band. Again, it's right here. Okay? So look how easy that is. It takes me about 10 seconds per arm to get it going. And then we're ready to go. Okay, now, what did we do? This outflow has simply slowed down a little bit. So now the muscle has less oxygen. So we don't have to do super high intensity. So you got choices here. We're going to use the B3 exercise tubing. You're going to get 5 of these tubing sent to you. But you can use remember I was talking about the little pink dumbbells? You can even use little dumbbells. Let me show you what our 3-minute arms workout is. This is our most popular workout, and it's all you need to start building some upper body strength. Ladies, tighten and tone up those arms, okay? We simply start by doing easy bicep curls. Now let me tell you what I'm feeling. I don't feel much. This is real easy, right? This is light exercise. But there's not enough oxygen for the muscle. So now there it is. I'm starting to feel a little lactic acid or burn, the good burn that you would typically get at the end of the workout. Here I'm already at 10, my arm's already on fire. It feels like I'm at the end of a workout already. So I'm going to do this, I'm going to do about 30. And again, it's easy because it's light and my muscles are burning right now. That's the key. And then I'm just going to immediately switch. I'm going to do some triceps. Look how easy this is. We have people that are in wheelchairs. They do it right in their chair. Okay? Nice and easy. Now I'm starting to feel it. What am I feeling? I'm feeling the lactic acid. Why? Because there's not enough oxygen. The exercise I'm doing is using more oxygen than's available. Oh, and my arms are burning now. They're on fire. I never get tired of this because I know what's going to happen next. I know how I'm going to feel. I know my muscles are going to be toned. And then I just come right back and I do another set of biceps. So I do 3 sets of biceps, 3 sets of triceps for about 3 minutes, and your arms are on fire. Now here's what's great. I'm about 10 seconds from being done, the burn's gone. That lactic acid, it's already been cleared out, but it was enough that it is now triggering a signal to your brain to give you growth hormone. This is the secret. The secret is creating enough burn. Here's what most people do. They go to the gym, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's the burn, 7, 8, and they stop. All of you have probably done that before. A little bit of burn at the end. A little bit of burn is not enough to create growth hormone. If you notice when I was doing it, I was in the burn for about 2.5 minutes. Think about that. The average person goes to the gym, and to get 2.5 minutes of feeling the burn, they got to work out for an hour. We just did it in 3 minutes. And that burn is called lactate, or what you probably know as lactic acid. That's a trigger. It's a trigger for growth hormone. So here's the fascinating part. We can do heavy weights. I call that mechanical overload training, and we can create the burn, or we can just cheat and hack and use BFR and create the burn. Both of those, heavy weights or light BFR, are going to create lactic acid and give you a growth hormone release. And then your body is going to start changing. Let's go into the legs real quick. When you're done with the arms, you simply just push this little depressor button, pop them off. By the way, they're waterproof and washable. They have a 12-month warranty. They're going to last you. If you have people in the house that you want to share them with, you simply wipe them down with an alcohol wipe, and the next person can be ready to go. I've had my set I've got right here. I'm going on 2 years now, and they're still in great shape. Let's show you legs real quick. Okay, so here's legs. We're going to put it right up here on the high part of the leg. And again, we're going to send you the videos, show you exactly how to do it, but I'll show you how easy it is. We simply strap them on. Okay, hook up the pump. The number to pump up to, again, is right back here on the blue pull tab. There we go. Hook up the other one. Pump it up to the number on the blue pull tab. Good, we're ready to go. Again, what happened? The flow of blood is slowed down just a little bit, completely safe. My muscles have less oxygen. Now, our favorite and second most popular workout in our company is called 4-minute glutes, or some people like to call it 4-minute booty. But it's 4 minutes of exercises with no weights and no equipment. We simply get into a squat position like this. And let me tell you what I'm feeling. I'm not feeling much. This is kind of light. I'm about 10 seconds in. There it is. I'm at 12 seconds on an air squat. My legs are starting to burn like I'm running uphill. Okay? And then we add, after that, we add some exercises like some lunges with just a nice little rear leg kick. Okay? And then we do the other side. This hits the glute in the back. And then we do a little twerk. I call it a twerk squat. We just move those legs in and out. And we do this for 4 minutes. And it is easy. But let me tell you something. I've had Olympic athletes that can't finish this. It's so much fatigue. So you might start out and only go 2 or 3 minutes. But in 4 minutes, what did you do? Well, you created lactic acid. You created the burn. Enough lactic acid, like you just worked out for an hour, that is going to circulate in your bloodstream and turn on growth hormone. And one of the things I do when I travel around is I debunk this myth of lactic acid. Lactic acid, ladies and gentlemen, is your friend. It is your trigger for growth hormone. You want to produce it. Trust me, you're going to feel great the next day. So in summary, these little short 3-4 minute workouts are going to create enough fatigue and lactic acid to release that growth hormone, and then the anabolic process kicks in. What's the anabolic process? Thyroid turns on. Fat burn. 600 to 1,000 more calories burned in the next 24 hours. Muscles tone up. Bones get stronger. Hair, skin, and nails start holding more collagen and water, and you go into anti-aging mode. So as you can see, everybody can do this. We've got people in walkers, wheelchairs, elite level athletes. We have workouts for people at all different levels. So again, most important, you're going to be able to do this. And most of you are going to love it, and you're going to get addicted to it, and you're probably just going to do it right from your home. Well, here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to go out on Amazon and buy a $29 tourniquet, right? You don't want to use some barbaric device that could potentially cut off blood flow. You don't want to function like a blood pressure cuff. Our bands are patented, and we have safety studies. We're the only company in the industry. This is why the Kansas City Chiefs are using them, Los Angeles Lakers, movie stars like Mark Wahlberg and Thor, God of Thunder over in Australia, Chris Hemsworth, right? They use these because they're safe. The band is flexible, but most important, it has these multiple air chambers. So when we put it on and blow it up, it doesn't completely squeeze like a tourniquet. And trust me, you get one of those cheap ones and put those on, you're not going to like the way that feels. This, when we studied it, when the band is on the arm or the leg, we actually measured the distal arterial pressure right here on the tibial artery and the radial artery. Our bands, when you're exercising, not only do they not cut off blood flow, two very important things. They did not increase the pressure in the artery, and right here at the most important organ in your body, your heart, there was no increased oxygen demand. If you're going to do BFR, you want to make sure you use a product that's been proven and it's safe, and the elite of the elite are using it, and it's got scientific studies behind it. And that's the key to safe BFR. Well, first of all, I teach a 6-hour course. I travel all over the country. I have over 1,000 clinics that are now using it. I teach at state associations. That's a whole different part of our company. But I actually teach a certification course that's available to all your viewers if you want it. But here's been the dialogue. Here's the first thing that people think of. Oh, you can't cut off blood flow. You're right, you can't cut off blood flow. But when you read the science and you see we are allowing people to access the anabolic system in their body. And think about this, with a third or less than a half of the load. So first of all, the stress that's put on the body to get the fatigue and growth hormone is dramatically less. So all the clinicians love that. That's a no-brainer. But when they see these scientific studies and they read them, and by the way, I have all the studies posted on the website we're going to give to you here at the end of the show. People are amazed Because, like I said earlier, these doctors go, oh my gosh, this has benefits for the cardiovascular system, the bone density, the joint integrity, the brain, the thyroid. It even affects insulin resistance, one of the biggest things we're dealing with. Once they see the science, I have not had one doctor, and I've got over 1,000, tell their patient or their client, don't do that, because doctors don't argue with science, and the science is overwhelmingly positive. Once they see that, then I can tell you that it's very popular out there right now, and you're going to see more and more doctors that are going to start prescribing this for their patients. People in wheelchairs, walkers, Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, cystic fibrosis, right? Think about it. When somebody has a disease process and they're debilitated, they can't build muscle. They can't even begin to do the exercise, right? And we've got videos on our website. We have a little exercise that we do where we have these people that are debilitated. We have them just sit to stand. That's all they do. This motion right here. And we help them if they can't get up. We simply pull them up, and they do this. 1, and they do it for 5, and they feel the burn, and they do that 3 times. I want you to imagine what's going to happen to somebody who's debilitated or has a disease, and they're not accessing all the wonderful systems of the body that involve anabolic, building muscle. It's amazing. Some of them start walking again. Some of them are functioning better. I have Parkinson's patients. It reduces their tremors because of an interesting thing that happens in the brain with physical exercise. So these advanced debilitated people, I've just seen some amazing stories. And that's one of my favorite things to do is travel around and help these people who have these type of conditions to be able to start working out. And they only do it for 2 or 3 minutes. And man, not only do they start functioning better, but psychologically, to give somebody like that hope and empowerment, it's like all the women out here that are watching this, that you get stuck in weight loss and you try this diet and you try that diet. And most of it never works. To see within 1 to 2 weeks the changes start happening fast, I mean, the psychological motivation side of it is just unbelievable. And that's what I love about it. It unlocks people's potential, to go achieve their, the desired results they want, especially with weight loss.
Well, because I got my hands on this courtesy of Dr. Mike, and we have a video of me giving it a go because I wanted to see for myself, is this really all of that? And take a look at this.
Okay, we are going to try the B3 Sciences workout. Lots of different attachments. The main thing I want to do is I want to try these straps. So, okay, here we go. Got my okay, this is pretty tight. Okay, so I find it's easier to just kind of start the thread here. All right. Okay. This is good. Oh wait, this one. Okay. I feel like that's a little bit tighter. Okay. Good grip strength. practice. All right, we're going to start with some squats. Okay. And I'm not even doing a deep squat yet. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, so if I wanted to do a deeper squat, all right, let's do a pulse. Yes. Starting to feel that now. Okay. But it feels like I've got much more weight elsewhere. But what's really cool is that obviously I'm not holding weight, so I'm not worried about any type of spinal compression. I've had a bar on. All right, so the arms. What if I don't want to do much? So let's see. Here, here, here. So if I step touch here and I get low. Okay. Starting to feel that. Here, let's see. So then overhead. Yep. Starting to feel this. Here, here, here. Ooh! Okay, I'm feeling my triceps. Okay. No weight whatsoever. Here, 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 here. I'm just rotating to see what this feels like, and I'm feeling it in a bunch of different places, including my legs. 2 minutes have gone by.
Thank you so much for watching The Health Revolution. Our show is growing, and it's all thanks to viewers like you. No matter how you found us, please hit the subscribe button so we can stay connected and continue to deliver amazing content to you.
Hi, I'm Adriana, and welcome to Fit Bites. Did you know that sitting for long periods of time can increase your risk of back pain, poor circulation, and even serious health issues like heart disease? But the good news is you can combat this by incorporating simple movements throughout your day. Start by setting a timer to remind yourself to stand up every 30 minutes. Take a quick walk, stretch, or even march in place. These small movements can improve circulation and relieve tension in your muscles. Incorporate desk-friendly stretches like neck rolls, seated twists, or leg extensions. These exercises can help keep your muscles active even while you work. If you're on a phone call, try standing or pacing instead of sitting. Using a standing desk or swapping your chair for a stability ball can also engage your core and also reduce your strain. Remember, your body is designed to move. Breaking up sitting time with regular activity can improve your energy, focus, and overall health. Get up, get moving, and stay tuned for more Fit Bites with Adriana.
Welcome back, everybody. We've been talking about what it means to transform fitness using BFR. Our guest today is Dr. Mike DeBord. He is the founder of B3 Sciences, and we just got a chance to look at the breakdown of a workout, and then I experienced it as well. And I see that you're still wearing the bands, and I'm amazed at how, just how quickly that it went from 1, 2, 3 like that, and I mean, we wasted no time.
Yeah.
And
what I tell people is, those 60 minutes in the gym, there's probably 3 or 4 minutes in there where something's really happening, right? Let's just get rid of the 60 minutes. Let's just go get to 5 to 10 minutes of the good stuff, right? Without beating up our body. I go to the gym still, but I walk in and the same people that are on the treadmill and the stair climber are still on when I head out of about 10 to 12 minutes.
And I think it's fascinating. I'm very fascinated about the approach, and I'm glad that I got the chance to experience B3 Sciences. But Of course, for those viewers who are like, well, I don't want to move a whole lot. I just rather ebbs and flows and the dynamic movement. And a treat that we have is one of your master trainers, Janine Grohl. She clearly demonstrates a variety of different movements. And we've got a video that we wanted to share with our viewers of her going through yoga properties and the yoga flow and the type of classes that she teaches using B3 Science's technique. Everyone, take a look at this.
Hi, I'm Janine Grohl, and welcome to B3U. Today we're going to do a 10-minute yoga workout. I'm calling it Yoga Burn, so you should feel a pretty good burn on this workout. And you will just need your mat, your body, and your bands. Place them on. If this is your first time using the bands, go to the app and watch that how to use the band for your first time. All right. So I use a little smaller set of bands here. And my pressure on this tab, I bounced to about 150. If it's your first time and you need less pressure, go ahead. Or if you've been using them for a while and you need less pressure or more pressure, pump them up some more. Gathering in some energy for your yoga session today, placing it into your heart. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, pushing away all the stress and tension. Just gathering hips back. And then reaching down for the ground. Now, sometimes this can be comfortable. You want your knees soft. You can place your hands on your shin or on the ground. And lift up the heart to just get a little extra stretch right there. Place your hands a little bit higher into up dog. Shoulders back, hips down. Then tuck those toes underneath. Press through the palms. Lift the hips up and back. And you'll find downward dog. Hi. Let's just sit back into your chair pose. So sitting like you're sitting into a chair, hovering above the top, you can hold right there. And we're going to feel a little bit of a burn in your legs. Reaching up and pushing away.
Now, what I do love about that video is that, obviously it was just a snippet of what she has to offer, but clearly just the leading the cues, being very gentle. So there is while you have highlighted how athletes and those who are really super rigorous about what their training approach looks like, obviously on the flip side, there's this modality is very gentle and very encouraging for those who that this would be most appropriate for.
Yes. I've got 3 joints replaced. We got a lot of people. You've had joint injuries, joint surgeries. You know what's going to happen if you go in the gym and try and work out with the 25-year-olds, right? Maybe the 45-minute CrossFit class. That's for the fitness models, right? You're not going to be able to walk the next day. Well, nobody's going to do that. As she just said, gentle. Any movement. Look, you can walk up and down your stairs. You can shovel snow. You can play pickleball. We have people that go to the grocery store and they get their workout in pushing their cart around the grocery store. So we're going to take a simple, fun movement, put your bands on. We're going to create fatigue like you're working out for much longer.
Now, I want to talk about what you've got some things coming up. What are some of the different offers that you have for those who are interested? Talk a little bit about B3U, and I know we have a slide coming up. Share a little bit of what we can expect and what you have offering.
Well, first of all, as I said earlier, right, you're going to get your bands, all 4, your bag to carry them in, your duffel bag and your pump. You're going to get free coaching, instructional videos, follow-along videos. But then most important, what do you really need? You need motivation. You need a community. You need some friends to work out with. You need some inspiration. We've launched B3U. It's just launched as of the time of this airing. And it's an online fitness community. Think Peloton online or Nordic Track. This is B3U. It's all about you. We have live workouts 6 days a week, 10 different instructors. You can work out with Janine. You can work out with me. You can work out with somebody else. And then we have a whole recorded library of different workouts that you can do anytime. Plus, there's chatting in a community and blogs where you can share and motivate and inspire. And most of all, you can bring your friends. You invite your friends. We're going to have guest passes. They can come in and check it out. And then your friends can come in and work out with you. So not only you're going to get that 30-day money-back guarantee, you're going to get 30 days for free on this online platform to check it out. And I know you're going to love it. You're probably going to want to stick around because you're going to love the results and you're going to love the way you feel. And again, if you don't absolutely fall in love with it, call us up within 30 days of you receiving it. Say, hey, it's not for me. It's okay. Ship it back. We'll give you a refund. The only thing you're out is the shipping fee. I'll tell you, there's only one kind of band that comes back. That's the ones that people don't put on. If you put them on and get the burn, chances are nobody's going to get your bands away from you.
We're going to see if we can put up the website so that everybody can see up here. The website is thr.b3sciences.com. And obviously it's a comprehensive website that's going to have a multitude of snippets, information, step by step, that to onboard you. And it is clearly, this is something that it appeals and applies to so very many of us in the general population. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay right there. We are coming right back to you. Welcome back, everybody. Our guest today, Dr. Mike DeBord. He is the founder of B3 Sciences. We've been learning all about BFR today and how it's transforming fitness. Dr. Mike, where can our viewers find you in the virtual space?
Well, like she said, you saw the website pop up there. THR, right? Instead of typing www.b3sciences, type thr.b3sciences.com. We've got all the research out there. You can research things like weight loss, heart health, bone density, build muscle, pickleball, golf. We've got all the programs. Then dive into the shopping cart, get your order. There's a size chart right in the shopping cart. You'll just measure yourself right here and here. It's real easy. Get your order placed. We'll get it out to you in 3 to 5 days, and then we're going to plug you in, and we're going to coach you, and we're going to help you, and we're going to get results that I know you're looking for. Tone up, build muscle, anti-age, feel better, get younger, and then we're going to keep those results. We're going to do that by having you join us in the community on B3U.
You have a Facebook group. Share a little bit about that. What can we expect?
You're a Facebook person, come join us. There's about 3,000 or 4,000 people in the group. Stories, testimonials, share with friends, communicate. Go to Facebook and then go to groups and just search I am B3. Great place, again, for you, if you're a Facebook person, to come in the community and see what everybody else is doing with B3.
Also want to make mention that the other social media handles that you have, that B3 Sciences has, you're on Instagram for those that's their preferred social media platform. And then in addition to that, you are searchable on LinkedIn under Dr. Mike DeBord. And so for those who have a specific preference for the platform, B3U is in effect as of that it's happening right now. And of course, I could talk to you all day long. I think I'm fascinated by all that you've learned. Thank you that you're sharing with us as you have learned throughout the while. Thank you so much for spending time with us, Dr. Mike. We appreciate you.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
And for all of our viewers, of course, you can find us on the web. Our website is thehealthrevolutiontv.com. There you can find and you can sign up for our newsletter. You can certainly email us with any show episode ideas you would love for us to cover. Upper corner of your screen, you'll find the QR code. If that's easier for you to grab, feel free to do so. And then, of course, you can find us every Tuesday and Thursday on E360 TV. That is 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Quick shout out to our sponsors. We want to share some love with them. Thank you so much to Biomed Mobile IV, Dapper Mobile Apps, Launchpad, and of course, Synergize Fitness. That is all the time that we have for today. Until next time, take care of yourselves. We will see you soon.